Everybody got to go to jail. Everybody got to go to jail. Whole family. Even the cat in the house got to go to jail. Nobody can be free. Give us free. No. Give us free. No. Literally, this case is a combination of everything each day that this show is based on. It's a misunderstandings in furniture moving case. It's a trifling Tuesday case. It's a, hold on, I ain't even got to do this one. Hold on. It's a, case, it's a why case. It's a truthful Thursday case. And Jesus marrying Joseph. This is exactly why Flag on the Play Friday exists. There's no, y'all ain't feeling me. Y'all ain't feeling me. Y'all are not feeling me. And I'm having back spasms, so it's really not helping. Morning, Ray Jackson. Hunter's in the building. I see the angriest IT nerd on the East Coast. Hey, Angry. You, me, and Aaron gonna fight. There's gonna be some misunderstandings in furniture moving. Why y'all out here with the bullshit? Y'all out here with the bullshit, man. Them iPhone Android jokes. Infernal's in the building. Good morning. All right. Okay. Let me start this show. Lord Jesus. This is about to be the nastiest deal. This is about to be the most trifling Tuesday we've ever done. Chaos is in the building early. Hey, Chaos. When I said I was talking about Diddy, your ass was like, I'll be there. Angry? Yeah, my knees are bad, but I'll kick you. Tea Time with T is in the building. Y'all better be subscribed. All right. Damn it. I'm so discombobulated right now. Just because of this subject. I am discombobulated. It's the wildest goddamn show. Jeez Louise. But let me go ahead and start it. Oh, God. Here, y'all need the sound effect. I'm sorry. I can't even. Here's the sound effect. Godzilla -1. Inhale. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, good morning, Mr. and Mrs. America, and all the ships at sea. Welcome to the sound of coffee. My name is Thomas Bishop. I am known as the villain. I am the brutalist. I am wearing an authentically made from Top 5. I made this shirt that features the names of the Hand. You have Bishop. You have Edward. You have Sebastian. You have the Ronin, and you have the villain. Top5.com. Check them out. I was able to make this shirt. I am the brutalist. Before I literally discuss you with what I'm about to talk about, let me give you a little bit of motivation, because God damn, y'all need it. Get your C's, turn them sideways, raise them in the air, and acknowledge your coffee bean. OCB, 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 OCB. Woo! I did not make a listen. I didn't make a mama joke because no. I didn't make a your mama joke because no. 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 You will understand why the your mama joke wasn't made this morning. Cause no. No. Let me introduce to you my co-host, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies, get yourselves ready, because I know y'all take pictures of him. Get yourselves together for Persepolis the Cactus. B-Seth has nothing to say. B-Seth told me this morning. Nah, I'm good. Like, B-Seth, you want to get involved? He's like, no. No. I was like, but B-Seth, it's. He's like, no, keep me out of that, dog. I don't want don't touch me with that. That smells nasty. Don't touch me. So B-Seth is out of it. Ladies and gentlemen, get your hands together for the hottest studio audience of all times. Ladies and gentlemen, the Perculators! The Perculators walked in this morning. They was a little bit upset. They was like, hey, yo, this is not going to be a good show. It is. All right. Get your hand. Give yourself a pat on the back. Give yourself a high five. Ladies and gentlemen, cheer for your damn self for the Coffee Beans. Ain't no show if it ain't for y'all, buddy. I know y'all are. Tracina has become a level 1 member of Ghost Claw Productions. Welcome, Tracina. Welcome. I am having the worst back spasms known to mankind right now. No, Aaron, I will not change my phone, you iPhone freak. Should I even do sponsors for this episode? I don't think I should do sponsors. This is nasty work what we about to get into. You know what? Damn it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it because I'm a professional. But y'all not getting no jokes. Y'all not getting no jokes. This show is brought to you by Smooth California. Go to smoothca.online And check out some of the incredible skincare oh my God, skincare products that will make you look and feel your absolute best. And believe me when I tell you, they're all natural. Oh God, they're all natural. SmoothCA.online. The show is brought to you in part by Melanated Excellence. There's no Melanated Excellence in the Combs house. None. None. There's no Melanated Excellence in the Combs house. If they got a black cat in the Combs house, it ain't melanated. It ain't. It's not excellent. Gods. A celebration of the melanation, but remember, you don't have to be melanated to be a part of the celebration. MelExcellence.com. We not doing. Hey, no factions this morning. No factions this morning. Finally, this show is brought to you in part by Something Black Made. Go to Something Black Made and check out some of the .com and check out some of the incredible clothing they have over there. Listen, just somethingblackmade.com. The Angry, stop doing that. See, Angry already on the bullshit. Angry is already on the bullshit. Angry, we gotta walk through this together. Don't do this right now, man. Please, in the name of everything that is holy, don't do this. Sound of Coffee Shop is open. It's running. Just the Sound of Coffee, all one word, shop.fourthwall.com. Jiminy Christmas. Oh, God, let's get to this. Okay. It's a trigger warning for everything. This whole show is one large-ass trigger warning. It's a trigger warning for everything. Oh, my God. You're going to hear that a lot. There's a lot of sounds on the soundboard that I'll be playing, but y'all going to hear this a lot. Oh, my God. Oh, Lord. How do we begin? How do I begin this bullshit? 'Cause I'm gon' vomit. The stories coming out of this trial makes me wanna cut off my penis. I thought we were done with this nasty Diddy shit, but every day it keeps going on. It's so hard to hear from the Diddy man. Oh my God. It's so hard to hear about the Diddy man. Oh my God. I'm trying to listen. I'm delaying the inevitable on this bitch, y'all. I need y'all to understand. I am delaying the inevitable. Because we have to talk. Oh, good God. Just it's so hard to hear about the Diddy man. Oh, my God. Hey, Terrence Howard's in effect. It's Terrence Howard time. You didn't listen. I gave you $2. Why are you still singing? Damn it, Chaos! Because if I don't sing, I'm gonna cry. Like. All right. Let us begin. So last week, on Flag on the Play Friday, I informed you that the leading candidate, my vote, for Janky of the Year was Stephen Miller's wife leaving Stephen Miller for Elon Musk, or they're in a throuple. Right? That shit was gonna win. It was the clear front runner. And then Diddy Mama said, "Hey yo, hold this macaroni and cheese right quick, dog." Like, That bitch came out with a RKO out of nowhere. Let me turn this fan down. All right. I have donuts. I have delicious Edamons double chocolate donuts. I'm not eating them during this shit. Y'all not seeing me eat my donuts, goddammit. Hey, SZ, after this, you're going to rethink everything. All right. So, again, this is a trigger warning for everything. It's a trigger warning for everything. But please understand. Woo! All right. So, during the trial of one Sean Diddy Man Combs, we have discovered that everybody and their grandmother knew he was whooping Cassie's ass and nobody did shit. So first and foremost, everybody, all of them, every single one of them, everybody that watched that man abuse that woman and did nothing, every one of y'all deserve to get stole on in your goddamn face. I said what I said. You deserve to get smacked. You deserve to get stole on. That's old school for some of you young folk. Stole on meant to get punched in the mouth. Like if you told somebody, "Man, get out of my face if I steal on you," it was a steal like pow. You know what I mean? DJ with the $20 super chat. Good morning, little brother. OCB and all the coffee beans. I have a doctor's appointment. I miss you. Have a great day, Mac Diddy Day. Hey, DJ, be safe. Be safe. And let me know what that doctor appointment says, please. Please. Thank you. Thank you, brother. So, I love you, big sis. So, first and foremost, everybody that watched that man beat that woman and didn't do shit, you need to have your ass whooped. It should be. And we do not make fun of abuse on this show. So if you think that's what we're about to do, we are not. We do not make fun of abuse on that show. Angry, angry. Keep it up, man. Keep it up. Keep it up, Angry. Angry is in the Substack chat over here tripping. And angry. Listen, keep making these jokes. Keep playing, Angry. So, we don't make fun of abuse here, and we will not make fun of abuse here. But there's a whole lot of people that need to have their ass beat for that, just for that alone. But then we started getting into the upbringing of one Sean Diddy Man Combs, aka Baby Earl. I gotta laugh at that one. That was funny. That was funny. Baby Earl is funny. Why ain't they laughing? All right. So we started getting into the upbringing of one Sean Diddy Man Combs. And what we have discovered is that his mama need her ass whooped. His mama need her whole ass whooped. Pampers, you're never late. You know that. It's in a class. Listen. His mama need her ass whooped. That bitch needs to be beat. She need the brakes beat off of her. She needs the brakes beat off of her. First and foremost, she sat on his head. Now listen. I was diagnosed as hyperactive in like 74, 75. Nope. Yeah, it was 70. It was like 74, 1974. Because I was diagnosed in Kansas City. My doctor told my mother that no, he will not put me on medication like Adderall. Morning, Whitney Page. Welcome to the show. Instead, what he suggested my mother do is coffee. Because sugar acts differently with my hyperactive ass than it does with the rest of y'all. Sugar and caffeine has y'all up there. Yeah, man. Caffeine calms me down, and sugar, it doesn't speed me up. It basically tires me out. So my mother would have me drink a big old cup of coffee with cream and sugar. Hence the reason I drink coffee. Hence the reason the show's name is The Sound of Coffee and not The Sound of Comic Books, because nobody would come and listen and watch The Sound of Comic Books. That ain't happening. Nobody gives a shit. So that's what my mother did when she found out I was hyperactive. Now, supposedly, Sean Diddy Man, Baby Earl Combs, I don't know whether or not, I have no idea whether or not he was diagnosed with anything. I don't know. But I do know that it was admitted in court that his mother would sit on his head. Now, what do you say to that? What exactly do you say to that other than, oh my God! What do you say to a mother sitting on her son's head? But if that was the extent of this woman's disgustingness, all right, whatever, you sat on your child's head. Okay. But no, shit gets deeper. Apparently, Diddy Man's mama was a freak. Again, not shaming anybody for their sexual whatevers. Do you? Or have somebody else do you? I don't know what else I'm supposed to say to that. Chaos, what is it with you and Angry this morning? Was she riding his face? Hey, yo, son, your son, your son. What are you doing? See, Chaos over here helping. Angry was handling this business perfectly by his goddamn self. Chaos is like, nah, I need to tag in with my tag team partner. It's not even a tag team match. What are we? It's not. This ain't a tag team match. The hell is this a 2-on-1? What are we doing right now? This is a handicap match between Angry and Chaos. I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do. You three gentlemen are not upholding the black man brother to brother code. I'm telling you this right now. There will be some reports to the black man brother code for both of y'all. Y'all out here tripping. In honor of R-Truth. Hey, yo, son. And then that man, listen, then that man brought up R-Truth. This ain't R-Truth. This is Diddy Truth, okay? This Diddy Truth today. I got nothing to do with this. This Diddy Truth. Listen, Angry, I promise you. Angry, I'll hamstring your ass. Dog, you want, hey, Angry, you want to end up like Bane? Is that what you want to end up like? Angry. Listen, again, hey, based on what's coming to light, that may be a valid question. You're right. Okay, so if sitting on the face was the extent of it, you got to have another surgery on your knee. Shut up, man. All right. So if sitting on his face was it, I'd be like, all right, that's weird. But apparently she was a freak. And Mama Baby Earl was the inventor of, the creator of, and the persistent reviewer of the Freak Off. Apparently, Sean Diddy Man Combs saw all of this. Now again, whatever sex and sexuality has been like, just we don't talk about it enough. We don't talk about it enough, and that is a problem of America. Or it ain't talk. It's not talk. Ladies, please spell out taco during the show. Do not say taco. Don't say taco. Say Trump always chickens out, but do not say taco during this show, because nah. Taco is not something I want. But anyway, so apparently, Mama Diddy Combs was the originator of these freak offs. She would have, parties. And again, because sex and sexuality in this country are so demonized, and we don't talk about it, it seems perverse. It seems perverted. When in actuality, she was just trying to get her freak off. Everybody wants to explore the limits of their sex and sexuality. Some people don't. Angry, angry. I'm a snap, dog. Angry. Angry, you know what we're about to talk about. Why are you doing this? Morning, Jeff. Hey, Jeff, this is one of them immature shows. I don't know. You're a little bit highbrow for this show. Today's show might be a little bit too highbrow for you, Mr. Kennedy. Like, again, we don't talk about sex and sexuality in this country. So, yeah, these things look disgusting. But in actuality, it's just a person testing the limits of their sex and sexuality. Again, nothing wrong with that, as long as it's legal and it doesn't harm anybody. So, children, pets, no. Some people are into a bunch of other stuff, and again, I don't knock anybody's sexual desires. I don't. But because we don't talk about it in America, these things seem perverse. Right? So she was the originator of the freak offs. And apparently, Sean Diddy Man Combs, a.k.a. Baby Earl, he saw these. He was there. I don't know if he participated. Now, don't get me wrong. Adult parents involving their children in sex and sexuality, yeah, it happens. I'm not even gonna lie. Melvin Van Peebles was notorious for having his son. What the hell is that boy's name? I just had it on the tip of my neck. Mario Van Peebles was in a sex scene when he was like a child on one of Melvin Van Peebles' movies. It's a true story. So she involved him in these freak offs. But the more this story got told on the stand, the worse it got. And then we get to the story that both Chaos and Angry have been alluding to. Okay? Yeah, Melvin was out there. Melvin was on some other shit. I don't know what it was, and I'm not, shout out to him. And Mario, I please understand, I'm not judging your father. You know what I mean? I'm not. But you know, and I know what I just said is true. Here is an example of a bad way to introduce sex to your children. Here's a bad way. Bootsy Badass, who people keep talking to, even though I wouldn't listen to it. Bootsy couldn't give me directions from this office shed to my house. And my house is literally right next door. But that is an example of 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 bullshit that adults do to children. But then we get to this story, which will be the impetus for the remainder of this damn show. So again, let me go ahead and give you the trigger warning. Oh my God! This is about the most disgusting shit I think I've ever heard. There's a part of me, I'm like the disgusting piss on you gentleman that is, yes, it's an office shed, Jeff. This is the disgusting part. Good morning, Charmaine. You ain't late. You know you're never late over here at the Sound of Coffee. Much like Mr. Piss on You himself, R. Kelly, my mind's telling me. But it must be done. Chaos. Why? Chaos. What are you doing right now? I heard this story this past weekend. I duetted a young lady, or I stitched a young lady. Or no, I took her video, and made a video where she described something that was testified in court last week. Where Mama Diddy would take the man milk. I will call it man milk. Because I don't want Substack to kick me off. I will just say man milk. She would take the man milk of one Sean Diddy Man, Baby Earl Combs. She would bottle it up and put it in the refrigerator. All right, we're already at. Oh my God! Morning, Wolfie. Listen, Wolfie. You all the way over in Australia, brother, or buddy. This one. Woof. So I'm already at. Oh my God! Bitch, thank you, Chaos. You taking the nut water? Why? Why are you taking that boy nut water? What is requiring you? What is requiring you to take your son's nut water? I'm trying to understand. I'm really trying to understand here, buddy. And she would take it, bottle it up, put it in the freezer. Or put it in the refrigerator. Put it in the refrigerator. Put it in the refrigerator. Put it in the listen. Linda, listen. I am a simple man. Okay? A little in out, and you can have the milk. I don't want it frozen. I don't want to see it afterwards. I'm gonna try to pretend like it didn't exist. Okay, I don't need. I do not need remnants of what the hell just happened. Like you get the ski and then you get I gotta go. Like this shit. This is a withdrawal bank all day and twice on Sunday, bitch. I don't. Once the milk comes out, it's yours. I don't give a damn what you do with it. Throw it away, wipe it in. I don't care. But the fact that she was taking milk, she was taking nut water from her son, bottling it, and putting it in the refrigerator. Oh hell no! That house, listen, that house would have been up in flames, bitch. We gotta go. Like, listen, whole house on fire. The whole house is on fire. Why'd you burn it down? My mama put nut water in the refrigerator. Then why didn't you just take it out? No, the house had to go. The house gotta go. The house. Listen, if you bottle my nut water and put it in the refrigerator, I'm an arsonist, bitch. I don't care. Listen, that house is worth $10. This house worth $10. Old house gotta go. I am torching it. Listen, call me Johnny Storm the fire starter, bitch. If you bottle my nut water, the whole house gone. Like, that house is boint. Boint. Do you not burn, white people? Boint. That's a special kind of burnt. Boint. What'd you do? Boint the whole goddamn house down? Oh, everybody gotta go. We all sleeping in a tent in Central Park, bitch. We are not. No. No. The hell is wrong with you? I gotta go in to my refrigerator and I want some Captain Crunch to tear up the roof of my goddamn mouth. I gotta open the refrigerator and there's my nut water in it. Bitch, hey, the whole house gotta go. Whole house gotta go. Everybody, whole house on fire. We are all living in a tent in Central Park, bitch. I'm gonna take that my ass right to Central Park, bitch. If it's an apartment, everybody in the apartment gonna be homeless, bitch. Everybody get lit. The whole house, whole building gotta burn. Whole building gotta burn. If you mess with me bad enough, bitch, you won't have a block. Listen. What did Lil Wayne say? The block is hot. You right, goddamn right it is. Everything. Listen, I'm burning sofas. Only person gonna be crying over the sofas is JD Vance, bitch. Everybody gotta burn. You ain't got but like one time to bottle my nut water. The second time you try to bottle it, bitch, we are not going. The house gonna be gone. House gonna be gone. Okay, Chaos. What's the big question? What is the big question, Chaos? Because this is this. Please give me a distraction. Chaos, give me a question, please. God, please give me a question. Give me a question. Chaos, give me a goddamn question. I need a question. I don't listen. Ask me what color my socks are. Somebody ask me a question. I'm trying to listen. Just ask me a question. Ask me a question. Please ask me a question. Right now, I'm thinking arson. Bitch, I'm thinking arson. Baby, give me your nut water. Hey, Mom, is that gasoline and matches over there? Yeah, baby, why? Oh, goddamn. You'll be able to see that. Listen, what? Chicken tiki masala, Charmaine. Got to be more careful. I'm snapping. Yes, Jay Thomas, I am snapping. The house is kind of brown-ish. Hold on. The house is kind of brown-ish. Got a kind of got a sandy color. The shed is the colors of the Villains Guild, which is black and crimson. Listen, the whole house on fire. But anyway, you got about one time to get it. That second time you want nut water, I'm telling you right now, it's good morning, Kimberly. Kimberly, we talking Diddy. We talking Diddy. What's up, Rustin? What's going on? Good morning. Welcome to the Sound of Coffee. Dog, I didn't even get the question. What was the question? You like, answer me. I don't even know what the question is. Hold on. What is the question? What is the question? Let me see if he got a question. I got a really big question, bro. All right, I'm looking. I ain't see no question. 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 Answer the question, sir. I want the question. I ain't even get done. Dog, text me or something. Jesus, Mary, Joseph. What color's your Android? I don't have one, Aaron. You, damn it, Tammy. Had Mama Combs just been collecting these bottles of nut water, maybe she wanted to find a suitable woman to impregnate with her son's seed, I would have been okay. I would have been okay. But that's not what she did. That's not what she did. Mrs. Mama Combs would make macaroni and cheese. And then, here's your trigger warning. Oh my God! She would then, yes, Kimberly, somebody testified to this in court. She would take Sean Diddy Man's Combs nut water, drizzle. I can't believe I just said that. All over said macaroni and cheese. And as a punishment, she would make Sean Diddy Man Combs sit there with this nut water drizzled macaroni and cheese and oh my God! As a punishment. As a punishment. I need everybody to listen. Everybody take a break. Everybody take a break. I know it's 8:41 Eastern Standard Time. Everybody listen. We all gonna take a break for just I'm not going anywhere. We all need to just take a break. Just everybody just sit for a minute before we continue this bullshit. I'm gonna check my text. Hold on, Substack. Wait a minute. Oh, that's the best part. Oh, I'm sorry, Chaos. That's the best part. She would make him do it. She would make him do it. Yeah, that's right, kids. She, gotta cool off my phone. Gotta cool off my phone. She would make him do it. She'd make him do it. She would make him do it. Now, in the annals of the Janky Awards, we have given Janky of the Year to some of the most disgustingly stupid human beings that have ever walked the face of the earth. Yeah, please, Tracina, tell Dave, but it ain't my fault. I ain't the one who ruined it. Talk to Mama Combs. Never in the history of the Eat a Jank Covered in FU Sauce Awards has there ever been two front runners for Janky of the Year 6 months before the goddamn awards. But I can almost guarantee you, and me and Angry were talking about this last night, the Elon Musk, Stephen Miller, thruple, it has been usurped. It has been usurped. It has been usurped because there's no gosh damn way that anybody is going to vote for anything else for Janky of the Year after hearing that damn story. Yes, Eric. Yes. Yes. The thruple had my vote for Janky of the Year. The thruple. Stephen Miller losing his wife to Elon Musk was my damn Janky of the award-winning. I was done. I was ready to put my ballot in right then. Right then. And then this Diddy shit came out. Diddy shit came out. Oh my sweet. Oh my God. I don't even know. I don't even know what to make of this story. It's the I'm gonna make you eat it part that I think is probably pissing me off. First off, why'd you go get that? Why? What made you say, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna collect me some nut water. What? Again, ladies, I'm telling ladies this. Okay? Because a lot of men will make you believe that their penis is more important than your life-bringing uterus. I am here to tell you, A, they're lying, and B, once this shit goes, you can have it. Don't belong to me no more. Listen, once the nut water comes, that shit belongs to you. You can have it. Hey, what you gonna do? Nothing. It's going. It's all yours. You can have it. Bye-bye. And see you. Hey, once that shit's out, it's yours. So the fact that this man's mama, his mother, the woman that brought him into this world, decided to collect her son's yank water. Listen, my mother and I had a lot of conversations. A lot. We talked a lot. I think one of the reasons I miss my mother so much is because when I was stationed in Kansas, I was able to drive down the 2 hours to Kansas City and take my mom to the casino. That's what we did. That was me and mom's bonding moment, the casino. I've got great, crazy stories about the casino. My favorite, and I think if you had asked my mom, it would have been her favorite too, was the time we went in, lost all our money, waited till 4 o'clock, got a little bit more out of the bank, and then walked out of there with grands, plural. She walked out with grands. I walked out with grands. I'm talking a lot. I think both of us had over $3,000 in our pocket when we walked out of the building. We finally decided to go home and go to bed. But both of us started out with like $250. Lost that, got a little more, and it was madness. So I miss talking to my mom. I knew how my mother felt about everybody because we would talk during these casino trips. I'd sit next to her, she'd play, I'd play. You know, she win, she'd give me some money, I'd win, I'd give her some money, stuff like that. Morning, Voodoo, right? And yes, my mother and I did talk about sex and sexuality, right? My mother's whole thing was protect yourself. But if you produce a child in this world, it is your responsibility to take care of that kid. You're a father. That was the advice my mother gave me, right? Salient advice is advice I still follow to this day. I can't imagine. I cannot, in good conscience, imagine my mother coming to me saying, "Hey, Thomas, uh, fill fill this cup with that with that McCormick baby batter."
Oh my God!
What? Huh? You what? And I can't imagine my mother even said. My mother would have never said no shit like that. Like she gonna walk in with a cup. No. And follow up. And this is a parenting thing. This is a parenting thing. I need y'all to understand. If you've got kids, or if you have the prospect to have kids, I need you to look at me and listen to me very goddamn closely. Okay? Just because your mother and father were pieces of shit does not mean you have to be pieces of shit to your damn children. I said what I said. Man. We gotta stop this. We gotta stop this shit. This idea that, well, my father was hard on me, beat me. I'm gonna beat my kids. Why? Why? For what? What are you doing? You gotta stop. You gotta stop, okay? Your parents did shit to you that in hindsight is goddamn illegal. I'm sorry. Getting stripped naked and beat. Everybody loves the switch story. My mama made me go pick my own switch. That shit is that's not cool. Okay? That is not cool. That's not, you don't put, listen, there's a difference between spanking a child and let me find whatever it is in the goddamn house to beat you with. Listen, there is a fine line between discipline and depravity. I'm gonna start there. I'm gonna start right there. Argue with your damn mama, don't argue with me. Every black person I know has the switch story. Mine came from my goddamn grandfather. One of the reasons I ain't like that big head ass. My father's father. The make you go out and get your own switch. And then they proceed to beat you with it. It's a piece of a tree. It's a piece of a goddamn tree, okay? That shit goes all the way back to some old slavery time shit. All right? So no, we got to stop this idea that because our parents abused us, we got to abuse our children. That's the first one. The second one is this. If your form of discipline borders on depravity of a sexual nature, bitch, get your ass off the streets. You gotta go to chaos. Exactly, chaos. We obliterated the depravity line with this story. That bitch has got to go to jail. She gotta go. I'm sorry. If yes, Diddy Mama Combs has money, okay? But if you're serving that bitch or taking care of her hair or her nails, you need your damn head examined. The hell is, I wouldn't, listen, that bitch, I wouldn't sell that bitch water if she was thirsty. You out your rabbit ass mind. Everybody always talks about, well, we can't talk to our children about sex. Then why is it that we can expose our children to violence, and if sex just so happens to be part of that violence, we're okay with that? Okay? I remember reading something about uh, um, conflicts in countries in Africa and how sexual assault and rape is part of the violence. And everybody's like, well, it's about sex. No, bitch, that's about control. That's about control. No man or woman who has ever been sexually assaulted said it was about sex, and the perpetrators of said crime never said it was about sex. It was always about control. There are fine lines and borders on everything. There are fine lines and borders on everything. Yes, you can be as kinky as you want to. You could probably want to be choked or spanked or whatever. Yeah. But if you do not give consent, which is the number one word, then what you're doing is a crime. It is a goddamn crime. So a girl you're going out with likes to be choked. And then one night she just wants to make love and you choke the dog shit out of her. Bitch, that's a crime. That is a goddamn crime. I'm sorry. Okay? If you are in the middle of doing it and she says stop. You stop. Simple as that. Okay? If a man, you could have a gay man. Man can be gay as hell. Gay as hell. And you've seen him 20 times. And 19 of those, it's been, yeah, come give me this, come hit this booty, daddy. But on the 20th time, he says, I don't feel it. I don't want to do it. And you do it anyway, you just raped that man. I'm sorry to tell you this. Thank you, Ghost Napper. And safe words. There are ways to do things sexually that are safe. Consent, safe words, things of that nature. The problem I have with this story, yes, it's disgusting. Do not get me wrong. This is probably the nastiest Trifling Tuesday we have ever done on this damn show. But the part that I have a biggest problem with is this bitch sexually abused her son. This bitch just abused her son sexually. I don't want her off the street because she drizzled the shit all over his goddamn macaroni. I want the bitch off the street because she had the shit to drizzle in the first goddamn place. What kind of goddamn parent are you? And in America, we also have to say this, okay? We also have to be honest about this. Boys, little boys, get abused by both men and women sexually. They do. I've been telling y'all the story. I was 16. She was a grown-ass woman. And I was groomed. Okay? I was a victim of grooming. Everything she did to me, everything she did with me, I was underage. So more men, need to say that. That shit doesn't make you a man. Yeah, you been with a woman, man. You been with a grown woman. That makes you a man. No, the hell it doesn't. It makes you a victim of a goddamn crime. It makes you a victim of a goddamn crime. There are young gay men, and this is one of the biggest worries I had about my son, Sinjay. Sinjay is gay. And one of the things that scared the shit out of me, because he was 17 when he told me this, was some grown-ass man getting a hold of him. You know what I mean? Because my son's 6'1". He doesn't have my dashing good looks, but the boy's funny, and he's opinionated, and I love him. But I was so damn afraid that some old gay man would get a hold of my son at 17. Because my son lived a sheltered life. He lived with his mom. He didn't go out and shit like that. We need to start saying that more often. When you see these pictures of these teachers that are sleeping with their kids, throw them hoes in the jail. Stop putting up, throw them hoes in the jail. Sure, honey, you can ask me anything. Go ahead. Throw them hoes in the jail. I don't want to hear that, man. Where was these teachers when I was growing up? Hopefully them bitches was in jail. Throw them hoes in the jail. There's nothing cute about that shit. Nothing. There is nothing cute about that. They're shit. Which they better not. Do you see what I'm talking about? Like, that is not something we should be bragging about. Young men, 14, 13, 12, 15, 16, 17 years old, being groomed, having relations with 25 and 30-year-old grown-ass women. And the perception is, oh, well, you're a man now. No, you are not. You are a victim of a crime, and we need to start saying that shit. But we don't. But we don't. But we don't. People will look at hold up. If you dated someone who's nonverbal, how can you get consent to be sexual towards that said person? To be brutally honest with you, I'd have them write it or something. That one's well, I don't know. With Hunter, I don't know. I'm dead ass. I don't know. But boys get sexually assaulted too, ladies and gentlemen. Young boys get sexually assaulted too. They get taken advantage of sexually by grown adults. And we got to stop this idea that somehow makes you a man or some shit. Because if a young boy is sexually assaulted by a male teacher, a coach, or some shit like that, every man is ready to go right out at dawn to murk the damn coach. Oh, coach got to die. Coach got to die. Coach got to die. He got to die at dawn. But y'all ain't got that same smoke when it happens with a woman. Y'all ain't got that same goddamn smoke when the perpetrator is a woman. When the perpetrator is a woman, now y'all high-fiving and shit. You cannot have it both goddamn ways. I'm sorry, I don't care, man. I do not care. You can't have it both ways. And the fact that we're still out here talking like this is ridiculous. But let me reset this incredibly, oh my God, this show here, man. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is... The Sound of Coffee on Ghost Claw Productions Radio. Here at GCPR, we believe in the idea of diversity, equity, and inclusion. Those aren't just cool catchphrases for us. It's how we do business here, ladies and gentlemen. From the sound of coffee in the morning all the way to conversations with T. Nathan at night, Ghost Claw Productions Radio is devoted to giving you unique stories, unique shows, hosted by unique hosts, and where you cannot get these informations and these stories anywhere else. Because here at Ghost Claw Productions Radio, every voice matters. My name is Thomas Bishop. I am known as the villain. I am the brutalist. We are talking Diddy Man, and I for the sponsors, I'm just going to throw them out there because this is one of them ones they might not even want to be associated with. At least two of them. I don't know. Show is brought to you in part by Smooth California. Go to smoothca.online. Check out some of the incredible skincare products that will help you look and feel your absolute best. smoothca.online. Remember to type in villain25 for 25% off of your purchase. Show is brought to you in part by Melanated Excellence, a celebration of the melanation. But remember, you don't have to be melanated to be a part of the celebration. melexcellence.com. And finally, this show is brought to you in part by Something Black Made. Go to somethingblackmade.com and check out some of the incredible clothing that they have over there on their site, somethingblackmade.com. The Sound of Coffee shop is open. It's running and it's piping hot. Go to The Sound of Coffee, all one word, -shop.fourthwall.com. And now, back to the show. So, now that everybody has gotten that disgustingness, it's nasty over here. And I get it. I understand. We're all a little bit rattled because this is just a nasty-ass story, right? Hold on a second. But here's the thing about this story. I want all of my Caucasian listeners and watchers to understand something. This is one of them moments when we tell y'all when we tell people to stay the F out of black people business. It is because the spotlight is always on black people. But this happens in every demographic in every community. Without fail, this happens in every demographic in every community. This is not a new thing. This has been going on for centuries. You know, in America, there are child marriage laws. I remember telling y'all this stat on the show before. In some states, there was a fight to raise it to 16 and no, to raise the child marriage law to 18. The fight was because some people wanted to keep it at 12. And some came up with a compromise of 16. Do you think these kids are marrying each other? Do you think two 12-year-olds meet each other on the damn playground and say, hey, let's get married? No. Those laws were put in place so that grown-ass people could marry children. Dead ass. Argue with your goddamn mama. Do not argue with me. There was only one purpose for those laws. And that was to allow 12-year-old children to marry grown-ass people. Religion plays a huge part in why we cannot have these delicate conversations about sex and sexuality in America, period. The church, the Christian church, because I know they're going to be like, but what about the Muslims? What about the? We're talking about in America. In America, the largest denomination is Christians, right? That their thinking, their ideals are why we can't have these conversations in public. I don't know if I'm the only one. I might not be, but if you had this happen, just put a thumbs up in the comment section. In 7th grade, I took sex ed. In 7th grade, I took sex ed. Did anybody else take sex ed in 7th or 8th grade? No, I was in 8th. My bad. I was in 8th grade. I was in 8th grade where I took sex ed. And we learned about the male reproductive system, the female reproductive system. We learned about venereal diseases. We learned about things like urinary tract infections and where they happen and how they happen and things of that nature. We learned about the process of how a child is created. We learned about, you know what I mean? We learned about the process of how a child is created. So why is it that, and this was 80-something. This was 80-something when I got taught this shit, right before I entered high school. So explain to me why something as natural as sex ed. Hey, Tracina, you had slides. I had cartoons. Gonorrhea will always look like a big green globulous booger to me because I had cartoons. Syphilis looked like a snake. Like I'm syphilis. Syphilis. I was like, oh, shit. It's coming off the screen. Herpes was a bunch of twins. We are herpes. I swear I'm not making this up. I swear for God and for the white men, I am not making this up. I had cartoons. My name's gonorrhea. I was like, hey yo. Like I could smell the screen when gonorrhea came on. It was. Gonorrhea was funny, but syphilis scared the shit out of me. Hey, exactly, Voodoo. 86. I had mine like 85, 86, something like that. Listen, syphilis scared the shit out of me. It was red. It looked like a snake. It had more arms than legs. We are syphilis. Syphilis gets in you, we leave canker sores. I was like, hey, canker these nuts. Go over there. Can't go on over there. I didn't mean to say canker these nuts, but I was like, hey, oh, hey, go over there. Get your syphili ass away from me. Go on over there. I'm telling you, herpes was twins holding hands. We are, I can't even remember the song, but it was like, we are herpes. We get onto your skin. Some shit, crazy shit like that, right? Darth Syphilis is in office. Damn it, SC! That reminded me Darth Syphilis is in office. But we learned all of this in 8th grade, right? Voodoo, Voodoo, I think you what, 52, 53? We probably did have the same damn class. I know, Chaos's ass had the same class. I know he did. But we were taught about our bodies. That good touch, bad touch shit that they're doing now, listen, ours was a guy in a trench coat. It was, this guy is in a trench coat. He wants to touch you. What do you say? No, like, no, it was some crazy. We did like the official sign of don't touch my coochie. Like it was wild. It was wild. It was no, don't touch my coochie. The Sith Lord. Chaos, if you don't stop, the Sith Lord. Stranger danger. Yeah. But I don't know. I think it was right around the time, I think, because me and my wife were talking about this. Right around the time our kids started going to, yeah, see, Voodoo, you are a year younger than me. You know. We are syphilis. I will never forget that. Syphilis, and that's how syphilis talk. Syphilis. We put canker sores all over your body. And the only way to get rid of us, I was like, hey, syphilis. First off, you spitting on my jacket. Secondly, why you got to talk like that? The voice actor for syphilis, I hope he got paid for everything. Morning, Pamela. Welcome. I hope the dude that voiced syphilis got paid forever. Syphilis. And that's exactly how I said it. Syphilis. And then our teacher had to spell it. I was like, so it's not syphilis? That's what he sounded like. It sounded like he said syphilis. Like, I don't want no syphilis. I don't even know what that is. Like, girl want to give me some booty, I'll take booty, but I don't want no syphilis. I don't know what syphilis is. Like, listen. Like, I think the voice actor for gonorrhea might have actually had a cold. Because he sounded like pure snot. Hi, my name's gonorrhea. I was like, yo, bruh, you got a mouthful of something? Why you talk like that? I'm Larry Sheffield. Meet my friend. Syphilis. I was like, hey, don't give me no syphilis. I'll take some booty, but I won't take no syphilis. And again, the herpes, home ec teacher showed us a video of actual childbirth. Hey, Pamela, my damn science teacher showed us how the child was made. We saw the skeet, and I'm like, yo. They didn't show us the actual but they showed us it was clear milk. I'm like, did we just watch somebody get banged out? Did we just watch somebody get their back blown out? We came to science class for that this morning. Skeet, like we watched it go in. And then we watched as the 300 million sperm were racing and shit. I'm like, who put this camera up here? First off, them people, listen, they put National Geographic to shame, bitch. Top of the morning, Taz J. Whoever filmed from skeet to baby, they listen, National Geographic ain't got shit on them. We are looking at what looks like a vaginal cavity. All of a sudden, it's filled with milk. We go, yo, wait a minute. What the hell we just watched? And then all you see is 300 million sperm. And then we watch that one just plow into an egg. Booyah! And then the circle of life started. You know, we look at that clump of nut, followed by, now it's kind of forming out. One cell make two, and two cell make four. So on. Now I'm an embryo. I got that from Ice Cube. The product. Y'all can go listen to the product. Ice Cube's The Product. Go listen to it. I was bored, but I didn't witness the Al act. In and out was the movement of the Bozak. It was hot and sweaty and lots of pushing. Then the nut came gushing. One cell made two, and two cell made four. So on. And now I'm an embryo. And then we watched as this embryo, it looked like a shrimp, became this big head white baby. Yo, wait a minute, Chaos. We get back to the mac and cheese. God damn it, Chaos. We are on the road, sir. So, by the time my kids and my wife's kids started going to school, all of a sudden parents didn't want to talk about it. I don't want that disgust in my soul. Why? They see you do it in the bedroom. What the hell are you talking about? Like, what is going on? How is this a problem? You're just talking to your kid about it. And they're like, but if we talk to them, that'll make them want to do it. All right, listen. All right, kids, children, corn people, right? How many of you ever get turned on by talking about sex? Raise your hand. You can just put a little. There's nothing wrong with it. No shame. This is a no shame zone. Y'all know that. If somebody talking to you about it makes you go, oh my God, I want to mount him like the stallion of the world, just put your hand up. That's all you gotta do. Just put your hand up. Now, I understand in this time and place that we are in, where Donald Trump is leading us, some of y'all don't feel like touching anybody. And I understand that. Donald Trump is doing Donald Trump shit, and you like, I might start getting it in, and then the world's exploding. I don't even want to, like, you know what I mean? I used to watch the open heart surgeries. No, Pamela. Nope. I'll remember watching when they put that artificial heart in a dude and how it looked. That shit looked like Iron Man, and then he was dead like in 6 months. I was like, yeah, I'm not watching no more of that shit. So I get it. If that's something that you like, cool. Ain't nobody saying nothing bad about it. But this idea that if we talk to our children about sex and sexuality, Taz, we know you are with child now. Y'all probably produced that child just because Trump won. Oh my God. Chaos. Trump won. He did? Let's make a baby. Damn right. I can see y'all doing that. Healthy desire is okay. Healthy desire is perfectly okay. Please do not misunderstand me. I'm in no way, shape, form, or fashion shaming anybody. I'm not. A healthy desire is okay, whether it's you desire a man, whether you desire a woman, whether you desire a throuple, whether you desire, I don't know, like you want a 52 car pileup. I don't care. It's okay. But what ends up happening is, because the church has to get involved, we are now living in this country. Where we don't talk about sex and sexuality. So when something disgusting comes up, we just think, oh, wow, it's another day at the office. Because disgusting shit happens all the goddamn time. For all the bullshit that trans people get about being groomers, every day I'm seeing some big-head white boy who done touched a whole basketball team full of kids and shit. Like, what? You're right, Chrissy. You're right. Sometimes making a baby out of spite, yeah, yeah. I believe in that. I believe in that. Ooh, I hate him so much, I want to have a baby. I want to have a baby too. I hate him too. Bang, 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 bang. Now, I will say this much. I don't want MAGA reproducing. I'm sorry. I don't want MAGA reproducing. I don't. I think if you support Donald Trump, you should have to give up your nuts or total hysterectomy, bitch. I said what I said. I don't care. Like, we can't have y'all out here. We cannot have y'all out here making babies. No. Y'all hear about that woman that named her child Make America Great Again? Named her child MAGA. Bitch, you nope. Comes out, guess what? Whoopee! Total hysterectomy, bitch. You no. Listen, you can't even do it. We can't even have you out here in the vicinity. I'm making babies and I support Trump. No, the hell you not, bitch. You cut off in these streets, B. No, absolutely the F not. No. In a trailer making a baby. Whole trailer smell like MAGA nuts, dirty socks filled with coconut oil and DNA, Marlboro red cigarettes, Hulk Hogan's Real American beer, desperation, body odor. Nah, bitch, and you want to make a baby in there? Bitch, if you don't get your ass on. You got people out there naming their child Donald Trump MAGA some shit. Like, bitch, you are not allowed to bang. Yes, Sanai, I know, and I'm sorry. Sanai, I am so very sorry. Sanai, if it helps you, I got delicious ass donuts sitting behind me, and I can't eat the mugs until I get off this damn show and wash my mouth out with, I don't know, something. I got to do something. But no. These people should have, listen, if you a man and voted for Trump, you should have a condom wrapped around your ass like RoboCop, bitch. You know. Welcome back, Kim. Nah. You can't even afford food or lights in that trailer, but you in there making another MAGA baby, bitch. Cut the nuts. Bye. You are not allowed to touch. I'm telling you, the men should be fitted with a condom like RoboCop. As soon as your ass think, man, look at her. She got that MAGA ass and them MAGA boobs. I just want to put my MAGA all up in her. Click, dun, 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 dun. Choo. That condom should wrap around your shit. Dun, 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 dun. You will not produce children. Have a nice day. Bitch, oh, no. Nah, bitch, nah. A baby? No. Listen, there should be a chip inserted in all Trump supporters' brains that automatically turns their penis into a Gundam suit or turns their vagina into like one of them slick alleys where shit just goes in and flies out at the same damn time. Like, she should have a pump in her back. Like, we in there, get this MAGA, ski. That ski should go in and be diverted right out her back. Not out of her booty, out of her back. Like, put it right by her spine and shit. That way we ain't bringing out no more MAGA children. I think I got a little MAGA baby in me. No, you don't, bitch. No. The anti-MAGA baby making protocol made sure we are not getting another one of them goddamn things out here. But the fact that we cannot have these conversations is, and I'm sorry, y'all gonna get mad. It's the church. It is the church. I'm sorry. The church is the reason we're like this. Because how in the hell are you going to tell people that what our bodies naturally do is bad in the eyes of God? He the one that made it. It's his shit. What are you talking about? And most of these men that are out here, and it's men, it's always men. It's always men. I mean, maybe Paula White is out there telling you not to, maybe Paula White, but it's mostly men that are out here telling you what your body naturally does is wrong. Now, if you are a guy attracted to guys, that's natural. It's natural. There's some attractive dudes out here. Don't get me wrong. Yes, there's a whole lot of women that would love to bed Michael B. Jordan, but I'm going to tell you right now, there's a fair amount of goddamn dudes that want the same thing. So we are in the month of Pride. We're in Pride Month, right? Where we celebrate the LGBTQIA+. We're also in the month of men's mental health. The problem is with men. It is. And I'm sorry, some gay white men suffer from this shit too. They do. You don't care. You love having your rights. You just don't want anybody else to have them. Some gay white men are out here advocating to get rid of the T in LGBT. They want to get rid of it. How? They're part of the community, bitch. They're a part of the goddamn community, bitch. We're trying to get rid of. But again, we all are human beings. We have natural desires. We want to touch. We're not, human beings are not built to be alone. There, I said it. I'm sorry I said it. Human beings are not built to be alone. They're not. We are not designed to walk the earth by ourselves like Kang and Kung Fu. We're not. You know what I mean? We're not. That's why I don't understand this lone wolf mentality. I'll do all the things by myself. But then you want a baby. I want to spread my seed. Bitch, you need people then, stupid. We're not built for that. We're not built to be alone. And by extension of that, we're also not built to not be to desire. Like, I look at my wife all the goddamn time. I love that woman. That is my best friend on this earth. My wife is my best friend. Miss Villain is my best friend, my very best friend. We talk, we fight, we argue, we love each other. She's funny, I'm funny, we're funny together. We've built a whole big extended ass family together. And you goddamn right I still desire her ass. Yes. I desire intimacy with that woman. Sometimes intimacy consists of both of us butt naked watching a movie on Netflix. Sometimes intimacy is we go to sleep holding each other's hands, or I touch her butt, or she's laying on my chest. Sometimes intimacy is the old in out. But yes, I desire the intimacy with my wife. It's natural, people. But because we don't talk about it, that makes shit like what Mama Diddy Combs did stand out, because it's so goddamn perverse. It is so perverse that it stands out. Yes, it's disgusting. On a just basic ass level, that's the nastiest shit I've ever heard of. Surefire #1 draft pick, janky of the year bullshit. But let's look at the outliers, the things around that. Because of this bitch's depravity, Sean Combs is depraved. I said exactly what I said, and I ain't taking it the F back. because of her depravity and her normalizing said depravity towards her son is depraved. Yes, I'm going to go back to the basics. Let's go back to the basics. To hear the words, over 1,000 bottles of Baby Earl, over 500 bottles of Baby Earl and 1,000 dildos, yes, funny as shit. That shit is funny as hell. That is hilarious. 500 dildos. Was it 500 dildos and 1,000 bottles of Baby Earl, or was it 500 bottles of Baby Earl and 1,000 dildos? I can't. All I'm saying is that's way too much silicone and oil base for me to be in the room. Like I can't. 1K Baby Earl. 1K Baby Earl. Oh, it's the other way. Thank you, Charmaine. Thank you, Tristina Charmaine. I need you to understand something. I wouldn't be in that room for shit. I'm not going in that room to clean it, bitch. That's a crime scene, bitch. What are you talking about? They don't make enough money in the mint for my ass to go up in there, bitch. Hey, man, we want you to go in and clean up after one of Diddy's freak off parties. Why I gotta go in there? Man, he paying you $15,000. But I gotta go in that room? Yeah. Listen, yeah, Mama Diddy's still alive. She's still out in New York. She's still out in New York with them fake ass eyes and shit. But her depravity literally was imprinted on her child. And then her child becomes a man in his depravity. All right, can we all be honest? Sean Combs is bisexual. Sean Combs is bisexual. Sean, Puffy, P. Diddy, Baby Earl is bisexual. Now, is that a problem? No. There are people that are attracted to both men and women. There are people that are comfortable being in relationships with men or women. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that. There's a person on TikTok that is one of the most gorgeous men I've ever seen in my life. That's not me, oh my God, I want it. No, that's just me admiring and saying this person is absolutely gorgeous. They know who they are. I think I've told them. Absolutely gorgeous. There is nothing wrong with being a bisexual person. It is when you take that bisexuality to a perversion that it becomes a problem. Yeah, there's stories of, Christopher Williams was hitting or I think he might have ate 6 cookies out of Justin Bieber's ass. I don't know. But Justin Bieber was a child. Justin Bieber was a child. That's a perversion. That's a crime. Get his ass off the street. Usher was a child. Usher was a kid. He saw these perversions. He saw them. Get his ass off get Puffy's ass off the street. Do you see what I'm saying? You can desire another man. You can desire to be in a throuple. You can. I got this beautiful, sexy, voluptuous, y'all know my voluptuous, plus size, woman, and this voluptuous, delicious-looking man. And we all about to get it in, and you ain't got to know. There's no problem with that. But when you start bringing in llamas and 5-year-olds, bitch, you got to go to jail. Like, we can't have your ass in the vicinity. You was cool when you had the voluptuous woman and the delicious man. Bitch, you brought a llama and a 5-year-old into this shit. What is wrong with you? Kim, I don't know what 50 Cent's testimony was, and I'm almost afraid to find the F out. 50 Cent is a troll on the app. Like, good God. That man needs to have troll teeth. He's so damn much of a troll. Jeez Louise. Exactly with you. Exactly with you. You can be straight and appreciate someone being beautiful. There's nothing wrong with any of the community until you do something that's ethically and legally wrong. Now there's a problem. That is exactly my point. What Diddy's mama did to him was a crime. What Diddy did to Cassie and to several other victims was a crime. What he exposed Usher, who was a child at the time, and Justin Bieber, who was a child at the time, what he exposed them to was a crime. That's why his punk ass has to get off the street. But what we're ending up doing is we're throwing the baby out with the bathwater. You can call a perversion a crime and still advocate for people having healthy sexual relationships, healthy, intimate relationships. You can call somebody a goddamn criminal and still say being bisexual is not bad as long as you're doing it ethically, consensually, and legally. But all we're getting is the, oh my God, it's so perverted. Do y'all know when men started freaking out? When they found out Diddy was doing it with dudes. Dead ass. That's when the men in the church started standing up. That's when hood dudes started standing up. I ain't do that gay shit. Like, that's where that came from. That's when it happened. When it started with guys. Hey, listen. Hey, Dave, do you, dog? Do you? You know you always hear Villains Guild and Bill. You know that. Men only seem to want to talk about nasty shit, their words, not mine, when it involves dudes. We got to get rid of that stigma. We got to get rid of that damn stigma. I'm sorry. Edo's in the building. We got to get rid of that stigma. Why is it that men will hear about a kid, a 14-year-old kid getting molested by a 29 or 30-year-old woman and pat him on the back and give him accolades? But if they heard that that same kid was molested by a 29 or 30-year-old man, they want to kill him. And what's the first thing they say? What's the first thing they say, kids? What's the first thing they say? Oh, well, you know, he's trying to make you gay. Who? I need that stigma to die too. Who in the name of almighty Rao makes somebody gay? Gay is not like the technovirus that Cable had in the X-Men, bitch. Like, what kind of shit is that? Yes, Jay Thomas, double standards or something else. Yes, they are. It's always a double standards. One of the big things now is men taking accountability for other men, which I'm all for. I've been advocating for this shit for years. You know what I'm saying? I don't hang out with anybody that would tell, like, Chaos, I don't know. They act like gay is a disease that if you hang around a gay man, he's trying to make you gay. Don't let him give you the gay. Give me the what, man? If you don't shut your dumb ass up. We now have this big push for men to take accountability for other men. Right? I'm all for it. I've been advocating for the shit for years. This was my personal journey. I will not allow anybody to make jokes about rape and shit like that in my presence. And I will give you an example of what I am talking about. Now, mind you, I have told y'all the story of my friend who was sexually assaulted, or there was an attempt sexual assault on her in Afghanistan. Then we get back to Fort Stewart, and the same person actually committed the act. By military standard, when a report like that is filed, the victim and the perpetrator, or the accused perpetrator, are supposed to be separated. He's supposed to be one place, she's supposed to be someplace else. That didn't happen. My friend had to see this dude every single day for 2 weeks, and it is what inevitably resulted in her taking her life. Now, that touched me so much, and I will tell y'all this doesn't make me look good, but I'm gonna tell a story anyway. I was the arms room clerk at the time, and we were getting some QRF equipment. We were getting riot shields and batons, but we were also getting shotguns. Type of shotguns that shoot bean bags, but they also shoot rounds. So with us being a forward support company, the equipment came to us, and then we signed it out to the rest of the companies, right? So everybody knew my friend. Everybody. She was part of the E4 Mafia. I think, I've told y'all this story. She's part of the E4 Mafia, so everybody knew her. Like, when she got promoted to sergeant, the entire battalion full of specialists was out there cheering for her ass. Good morning, Sigrid, you beautiful, beautiful woman. The whole company, the whole battalion of specialists was out there cheering for her because she was part of the E4 Mafia and she made E5. So when she died, it hurt all of us. So here I am with all the arms room clerks from the entire battalion are sitting in my company area while we're doing 3161s to sign this stuff out. And we're talking about it. And everybody's like, who did it? Because I didn't find out about what happened to her until her memorial was over with. And I don't mean a couple of days. I mean literally right after her memorial. I went outside and was crying with my friends, and then somebody told me what happened to her. I said, you got to be out your Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So here we are. All of us are sitting there talking about it. And somebody asked, who did it? Who did it? They're still in this company. They're still in this battalion. Who did it? And the dude walked right behind our company area. Because he went to prison. But he was still being under investigation. He was waiting for his court martial. And we all saw him, and somebody said, him. I run out the back, and I look. I came back in, I was like, mother. So we're all grumbling and mad, right? And somebody said, we should kill him. We should kill him. And then we all proceeded to plan how to do this. Again, I am not proud of this, but it's been many years in the past. I keep my friend's memory with me. Keep my friend's memory with me. That story stays with me. We were going to kill this dude. We talked about taking him out to one of the tank trails, beating his ass and burying him because the tanks go across the trails. Nobody is going to find him. And I'm talking about planned it. Oh, he's restricted to post? Okay, no problem. We're not taking him off post. We take him on post. We sat there and planned for like 10 minutes. And somebody, and I don't remember who it was that said it, but somebody at the table got quiet. He said, yeah, but she wouldn't want that. She wouldn't want us to do that. And we all were like, yeah. Yeah. And then we just
completed the transfers. A lot of us had tears in our eyes. I'm not gonna lie, I did. I'm not gonna sit up and lie and say I did. I did. I did. Tears in my eyes. They were running down my damn cheeks. So later on in my career, after I made sergeant, I was stationed in Fort Riley. And I'm working in my supply room. It's the end of the day. People are getting ready to go home. I'm working in the supply room. A damn private first class, comes in and he's talking about, yeah, he said he was about to rape this cheeseburger. I can't wait to rape this cheeseburger. And I lost my shit. I jumped out and said, what the? And angry, get mad at me. I'm killing you, Smalls, but I have to tell the story the way I said it. I jumped out and said, what the fuck did you just say? Stand at parade rest. I said, if I ever in my life hear you say that shit again, I'm a smoke you so goddamn bad, your soul will break. Don't you ever let me hear you say that bullshit in my presence ever again. Yes, Sergeant. I said, now dismiss, get the fuck out of my face. Walk back in my office, I'm mad. My company commander, who was a major, comes in, he's like, you okay? Stood up, I said, sir, I don't take shit like that funny. I don't take shit like that as funny. That is a serious subject. And I sat there and told him the story. And he said, I won't get an NCO business. Check Raj. And walked away. That is how I feel about that. Right? I have a disgust for people to do shit like that. I also have a disgust when it's an adult on a child. And make no mistake about it, Sean Combs' mom did that to her child. And then she unleashed that monster that she created on the rest of the world. She unleashed that monster that she created on the rest of the world. And why? 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 Because American society, how is it that we know a million different ways to kill somebody but not one way to love them? Explain that shit to me. And yes, in this regard, the largest, biggest demographic of perpetrators to shit like this are men. Do not ever let me tell you otherwise. But women do it too. Women do it as well. I am not one of those guys that believes in, oh, well, how do I know she said, she did this, that, and the third? How do we know it happened? I go by what Tarana Burke, the founder of the Me Too movement, said. She and this is gonna piss off some people. I'm sorry, but this came out of her mouth, not mine. She said, I don't say I believe all women. I have never said I believe all women. What I say is I believe survivors. Because survivors want their stories told. So I believe survivors. I look at my friend as a survivor even though she didn't. Even though she didn't. Her story stays with me and it will always stay with me for as long as I live. I used to be real good Facebook friends with her mom before her mom passed away. Her mom, at the time this happened, her mom was battling colon cancer. Was it colon? Might have been colon. No. It was a lower intestine type cancer. When her daughter took her own life. So we all of us in my old company, we are in my old battalion, we all basically wrapped our arms around her mom and her brother. Her mother passed away, I want to say 2019 or 2020, right? I keep that story with me because I believe my friend. I believe in her, even though she's not here to tell her story. I tell her story all the time. I take that shit seriously. As men, we have got to stop looking at something. Oh yeah. Yeah, he got 15 years in Leavenworth. He got 15 years in Leavenworth, Chrissy. He got 15 years. And he ain't getting out. Like, he's not getting out at all. The amount of people that testified against him, bro, man, he's not getting out of prison. He's not he might get 15, but he gonna serve all of it. All of it. And this was 2012 when he got convicted. So I think he's probably still, well, he might be on his way out, right? As men, we got to stop listening when a young boy tells us a grown woman took advantage of him. We got to stop listening to that and saying, yeah, good for you. No, we need to go get her ass. We need to go get her ass. We got to go get her ass off the streets. And then we have got to wrap ourselves around this child, this young man, and teach him right from wrong. As long as men are out here celebrating this shit, the other thing we have to do is stop looking at money and status as a grounds for whether or not a person is innocent or guilty. Horrible people, rich people do horrible shit. They do. I'm sorry, they do. I don't believe in that Illuminati shit. I don't believe in the secret society shit. But I do believe when you have more money than God, your desires tend to be something you could get done with 2 phone calls and an email, like dead ass. And yes, Witchy, yes, we have got to hold some of these parents accountable. We have to hold some of these parents accountable. The only good hands in the R. Kelly shit, the only clean hands in the R. Kelly shit were the survivors of R. Kelly. Nobody else is clean. Sorry, I said what I said. I don't give a shit. There's not a single clean hand other than the survivors in that R. Kelly shit. None. Because R. Kelly had enablers and R. Kelly had money, so you had parents going, girl, you go sit with R. Kelly, you could be rich. Sorry. I'm sorry, I don't give a shit. Harvey Weinstein had enablers. Bill Cosby had enablers. Diddy has enablers. Chris Brown has enablers. It's not about separating the art from the artist. Sometimes the artist is a piece of shit. Dead ass. I'm sorry. Some of these people are pieces of shit. Fame. I've got TikTok fame. Okay, we call it that. I got TikTok fame. I have 1.1 million followers on a social media app. Okay, right? Right? Yes, one of R. Kelly's victims was his own daughter. Right? I have TikTok fame. But that fame doesn't mean shit to my morals and values. I love hearing people tell me about my goddamn self. It is the funniest shit on earth to listen to somebody tell me about me. And I have reached the point in my life where I don't need a 5-hour live. I don't. You know what I need? A lawyer. A goddamn lawyer. It's that argue with your mama, do not argue with me. I need a lawyer. Because you can say whatever you want to about me, but one thing you will not be able to say is, I have ever let my desires or the things that I want to do in a bedroom or what have you navigate or diminish where I stand, what I stand for. What I stand for. And I don't have enablers. For all of you who are probably listening and think that the Villains Guild is my enablers, you are out of your rabbit ass mind. You can ask any member. I don't have enablers. I have people that will hold me accountable. I'm accountable to angry. As crazy as this is sounding, I, as a man, am accountable to angry. I, as a man, am accountable to voodoo. I, as a man, am accountable to chaos. I, as a man, am accountable to Dave. I'm accountable to Tiger Bomb. I'm accountable to Counterfeit Momoa. I'm accountable to Hill Branch. I'm accountable to these men. And by extension, they are accountable to me. If I see that they ass is out here doing some shit, you know what I mean? If I see them out there moving a certain way that doesn't coincide with the person I know them to be, I'm chin checking their ass. Dead ass. You listen, come out. You doing some effed up shit? Playboy. Hey, let me holler at you. As men, we are accountable to other men. That shouldn't be a controversial subject, though. It shouldn't. Because if more men were accountable to men, Diddy wouldn't have been able to get away with half the shit that he did. I said exactly what I said. I said exactly what I said. And it ain't just Diddy. Let's make this perfectly clear. Ted Nugent is still out here talking, and he tried to adopt a woman to have a child to have sex with. Why is this man not being held accountable? He's a gun-toting jackass who plays guitar now with that stupid-ass hat, but he shit on himself because he didn't want to go to Vietnam, and he tried to adopt, I don't know if he tried or actually did, adopt a little girl, so that he could have sex with her. Get his punk ass off the goddamn street. Get him off the street, sorry. Don't care. One of the biggest perpetrators is now sitting in 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. How do you think he got away with it? No accountability from men and enablers that helped him do it. I said what I said, and I ain't taking it back. And by the same token, and I want y'all to listen to me closely, ladies. Women are accountable to other women. Women are accountable to other women. Where were the women in Diddy's life that wasn't his mama? You mean to tell me you are related to her, you are her girlfriend, you hang out with her, you live in a building with her, and you hear or see or get a hint of some of the nasty shit this bitch is doing, and you didn't go up and chin check her punk ass? No. The story I told about me being groomed, it wasn't until I became an adult and got into therapy that I realized how incredibly effed up that was. But there were people in my life. My mother was one. She said something. My mother made damn sure to say something. Don't bring that bitch around here. I don't want that bitch around me. Now, could my mother have done more? Yes. But you're talking about a woman who was working 2 jobs trying to raise 5 kids in the projects. And I get that. I will never hold that against my mother. I never will. I won't hold it against my sisters. The hell could they do? Or my cousins. But it was there. It was right there. Where were the women in Mama Diddy's Combs' life that told that bitch, sit her stupid ass down, what you are doing is destroying your children? Where was she? Where was she? Where were they? We got to understand something. as much as protecting women is paramount, it is also paramount that women make sure that women are moving correctly. When you hear about a woman talking about they got a little tasty thing that's 16, 17 years old, you need to be smacking that bitch in her goddamn mouth. Bitch, what is wrong with you? He's how old? He's how old? Oh, no, bitch. Nah, 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 nah. Nah, nah, nah. Y'all need to be beating. Bitch, that is a child. That's a goddamn child. Y'all need to be smacking that hoe in her mouth. Now I need to smack that bitch in the mouth. My wife told me something about women that it kind of threw me off. She said women, not all of them, but a lot of women by nature are catty. They're very catty. So the idea of solidarity amongst women doesn't exist. But these women had to be held accountable just like Diddy did. Just like Diddy did. And it would start with the girlfriends and the women family members of Mama Diddy Combs' family. They should have beat her ass. Like, thank you, Troy. The families always protect the predator. I am so grateful that we never had one of those in my family because I think my Uncle Bubba would have killed him. I'm being honest. My Uncle Bubba was a Vietnam vet. I think he would have murdered him. I do. My Uncle Bubba was literally he was the man of our entire family. Now, on my dad's side of the family, I can't really tell you because I know a lot of them, but I don't know the history because my father, he talked about it in spurts, and he didn't get along with his older brother, with his younger brother, or his sister. So I don't know. There may have been a man in the family or a woman in the family that was checking this shit. I don't know. But I know on my mom's side of the family was my Uncle Bubba. My Uncle Bubba would have blown that dude away. All he got to hear is one time, hey, Uncle Bubba, can I talk to you about something? Yeah, sure, Thomas. You can talk about anything. What's going on? Uncle so-and-so, he touched me. He did? Yeah? You tell your mama? Uncle Bubba, I can't tell mom. What am I supposed to say? Don't worry about it. I'll handle it. He'd have called my mother. He'd have said, Thomas just came and told me Uncle so-and-so touched him. Doc, I'm about to go kill him. And the next time you would have heard about from my uncle, Uncle so-and-so would have been in the goddamn ground. Dead ass. I think I've told this story before too. I have a family member. I have two family members that were molested. One of which by a man. And I made a promise to this family member that I was going to kill this man. I was fresh out of basic training too. I was fresh out of basic training. I had the high and tight. I went from 165 pounds of little scrawny kid to 185-pound muscular 19-year-old boy. I was a grown man, right? We saw this man. And I went and confronted him. I did. The family member was with me. I told him, stay your ass over here. I'm going to confront him. Family member jumps in. The molester pulls out a knife. Well, again, I'm fresh out of basic training. Bitch, I know how to beat. I know how to fight, right? I know how to fight. So everybody broke it up because it was in front of a funeral home. And I looked that man in the face. I said, if I ever see you again, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to cut your fucking head off. I want you to understand that. Please look at me. If I ever cross paths with you ever again, I'm going to kill you. This is your last day in this city. You need to leave. Because if I ever see you again, I'm going to kill you. This is 1991. So me and this said family member are talking in 2008 towards it, because I was going to go on active duty in the Army. We're sitting in the car, shooting the shit, laughing, joking, whatever. And I look over at him. I said, I'm sorry. He said, for what? I said, I promised you I was going to kill that man. And I never did. And I carried the pain of that for all that time. My family member looked at me and said, Thomas, you got to let that go. You got to let that go. That, I would have lost you. You would have been in the system. I would much rather have you here than him gone. And I'm going to sit here and I'm going to tell y'all some truth. I got a beautiful house. I've got great grandkids. I've got dogs. I've got great kids. I have the love of my life as my wife. I've got friends. I've got a radio station, an office. I've got all of these things. But I cannot tell you, I cannot sit here and tell you right now that if I ran across this man who did this, that I would not be tempted to kill him. I can't sit here and say that. I can't. The man that brought that man into our life, I think he's still sitting in prison. I had a plan to give him 24 hours before I blew his brains out. So, that is me being vulnerable on this trifling ass Tuesday. Things like that haunt me. They do. They haunt me. I don't talk about it a lot. I don't. But they sit there. They sit there. When I tell y'all I'm not a good person, when I tell y'all I am a villain in word and deed, when I give y'all the idea of what a villain is, when I explain to you how none of this shit, the TikTok fame, the Patreons, the shows, and anything like that, when I tell y'all all of this, as proud of it as I am, there is always a darkness within me. And that darkness comes from the fact that there are two people walking on the face of the earth today who shouldn't be, who, if given the opportunity, I would risk every goddamn thing that I have, everything that I have, to take them out. That is the darkness that lives within me. That is the monster that lives inside of me. That dark, evil thing who, when told a situation happened, does not look for a brighter way, does not look for an equitable solution, but literally looks at it from the standpoint of these people can no longer breathe on this earth. And quite frankly, this is the Sound of Coffee. It's my show. I can say whatever I want. Quite frankly, the fact that these two men are not dead is the reason I hate myself so much. It is the driving force of why, even though I might love me, I don't like me very much. because I didn't protect. I didn't protect. And I think about how young these two particular family members were, how innocent they were, and how that innocence was taken away from them. And the fact that I, with all of this, all these things, I can speak well and I look good and I'm funny and I have followers on TikTok, I didn't do the one goddamn thing any human being is supposed to do. So we can talk about the disgustingness of Sean Combs, rightfully so. We can discuss the triflingness of his upbringing with his mom, rightfully so. But at the end of it, Sean Combs and his mother's story is a story about failing to protect. Taking your perversions and inflicting them on your children. Taking your desires, which are natural, to the extreme and then punishing your children with them. And in the process, making the next perpetrator in your own home. Because you failed to do the one goddamn thing your ass was supposed to do. And that is protect. I desperately try to love myself more. I desperately try to be the man my mother and father thought I was or could be, the man my wife sees, the good man my daughters and my sons see, the good guy that my grandchildren see. But I still hate the fact that one time, I had a chance to protect. I didn't. It weighs in my head. It weighs in my heart. And it's going to take probably the remainder of my life for me to fix it. If I can. So I start this show, or I end this show, with this. Whoever you are, wherever you are, just know that if I say I will protect you, I will do everything in my power to do so. I will probably fail at it. But it's not through lack of trying. It's not through lack of trying. I would never inflict anything that I desire on my children or my grandchildren. I would never inflict anything that I desire on your kids or your grandkids. And I will always, in the words of Tawana Burke, believe the survivors. I will tell their stories. I will tell their stories. For as long as I have breath in my body, I will tell their stories. And I will fight the monsters. Even if it means I become one, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. Like the last lines of The Dark Knight. I can take it because I'm not a hero. I'm a silent guardian, a watchful protector. I am the villain. I'll wear the black hat, stand in the shadows. If that means we don't raise the next Sean Diddy Combs in any home, any rural area, any demographic, any status, anywhere, I'll be the bad guy. As long as it means protecting those who need to be protected. I want Sean Combs' mama in jail just as much as I want Sean Combs in jail because she failed to protect her children. That is unforgivable. It is disgusting. And that bitch could rot in hell. And one more thing before I end this show, since we're talking about it, angry, get mad at me, I don't care. Fuck Brian McKnight in his Brian McKnight eye until it pops out of the back end of his head. You called your children that you had before you went and adopted and had some more demons. You called them evil because they were produced supposedly out of wedlock. You trifling bastard. I hope Nico McKnight's memory haunts you. I hope your damn eyes cry tears from the back end on that shit because you are a trifling bastard. You created these children. You birthed them into the world, and you had one goddamn job. You had one job, and you turned your back on them as if they never existed. You are a trifling man. You are a trifling human being, and I'm telling you, like God loves, I will never be anywhere where Brian McKnight is because I promise you, I'm going to leap over a table and beat the fuck out of this dude. I said what I said and I ain't taking it the fuck back. But I will end it on a high note. You guys all look especially delicious this morning. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Woo! This show went all over the place, didn't it? Yeah, this show went all over the place, didn't it? Started out disgusting, ended in anger. I'm sorry. That's what you get when you tune in to The Sound of Coffee. I don't got a showrunner. It's just me and Persepolis. We talk about whatever the hell we want to talk about. Whenever we want to talk about it, we don't give a shit. So I love y'all. Let me give you that affirmation, ladies and gentlemen. Wherever you are, whoever you are, whatever you're doing, whatever your status, your lot in life, I love you. I love you. I am proud of you. The world, my world, this world is so much better with you in it. Don't you ever forget that. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of affirmation. You are worthy of pride. I'm going to give it to you every day. You don't have to pay for it. There's no stipulations. This ain't transactional. I love you. I'm proud of you. And the world is infinitely better with you in it. If you like what I am doing here and would like to help and support, think about becoming a Patreon at patreon.com/Thomas the Villain Bishop. $3 a month, you can help me keep all this running, help you keep bringing out this incredible content. I have downloaded all of the pictures off of my phone. Now it's time to put them in a video format so you guys get a chance to enjoy them. They will be a Patreon exclusive. Please go over and check it out. You'll have South Korea 1, South Korea 2, Germany. You'll have particular Comic-Cons and things like that. You guys will love it. It's going to be over on Patreon, patreon.com/Thomas the Villain Bishop. Tonight is the Kennedy Effect on these GCPR airwaves. My brother, my friend, and the co-owner of this radio station, Jeff Kennedy, he brings you the news better than Sean Hannity, better than any talking head. And that includes Laura Ingraham, because all she is talking teeth. That woman got more teeth than forehead. Hey! That bitch smiling, the sun got to put on sunglasses. That's how many teeth she got. But he is better than her. So tune in tonight on these GCPR radio airwaves and on Ghost Claw Productions Radio's YouTube channel. Jeff, you really need to start putting this stuff on Substack with your simple, crazy ass. Stop playing. Stop playing, Jeff. Tonight, the Kennedy Effect. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on GCPR, on Ghost Claw Productions, on Facebook, and on the GCPR YouTube channel. The show is brought to you in part by Smooth California. Go to smoothca.online. Check out some of the incredible skincare products that will make you look and feel your absolute best. Remember, they're all natural. Go to Smooth California, smoothca.online. And remember, type in Villain25 at checkout to get 25% off of your purchase. The show is brought to you in part by Melanated Excellence, a celebration of the melanation. But remember, you do not have to be melanated to be a part of the celebration. MELExcellence.com. And finally, this show is brought to you in part by Something Black Made. Go to somethingblackmade.com and check out some of the incredible clothing they have over there. Remember, Leather Jacket 2025. I had to say it. The factions, y'all can faction tomorrow. Today was just heavy. SomethingBlackMade.com. Remember, the Sound of Coffee shop is up, it's running, and it's piping hot. The Sound of Coffee, all one word, shop.fourthwall.com. The Obama Appreciation shirt, the first one is out. It is gorgeous looking. And you can get it in pink to celebrate Pride. You can get it, I think it's in tan to celebrate the tan suit. Sound of Coffee, all one word, shop.fourthwall.com. What is it that we say every day, kids? But today I want you to really dig deep off in your heart, in your soul. I want you to say it. Because around here, we believe survivors. We protect the innocent. We fight for those who cannot fight for themselves. We are as authentic as humanly goddamn possible. There are no fakes on the Sound of Coffee. There's no fakes in the coffee beans. There's damn sure no fakes in the percolators. I mean, they can't be fake. Yeah, it's out here just laughing and shit. There are no fakes here. We accept you as you are. We love you as you are. No airs over here. Non-transactional. We don't transaction nothing over here. My love is free to you. And I feel the love that y'all give me back freely. So what do we say every day, kids? May your day be as sweet. Say it again. May your day be as sweet as the coffee in your cup. My name is Thomas Bishop. I am known as the villain. I am the brutalist. I am the villain of the story. I'm the black hat in the shadows that will fight for those who cannot fight for themselves, accept no substitutes, and accept nothing other than that. And this has been The Sound of Coffee on Ghost Claw Productions Radio, where every voice matters. I love you guys. We had a heavy show, but you guys kept up. And for that, I am grateful. For that, I am grateful, and I love you. Tomorrow is Why Wednesday. We'll just do Why Trump. Can we do Why Trump? Is that going to be okay? Can we do Why Trump? That sounds good. We'll do Why Trump. Have a safe, productive, loving, affirming, funny, and incredible day. Because, goddamn it, you deserve it. With love, I say this. With peace, I understand it. And, with hair grease, I live it. I love y'all. I will see you all in the morning, bright and early, same time. Be safe. Peace and love.